Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Minnesota's offense will start this game off with the football. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
He's got it on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House, he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Oregon's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Savage. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Quickly out to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. The running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Got some room to run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
On the option. Quick toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Ducks are on the move. The give to the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. They're setting up the screen. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. First play of drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Sends it back in motion. Catch in the middle. It's Acho. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Eyes his man down the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. He wants to throw it again. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Hold and finds his man on the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Golden Gophers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll try the run. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Ducks will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Acho. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Boston College showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Acho. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. The corners are walked up tight. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now on second down. Defense wants to bring the heat. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. Got room to work. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Complete to start this drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield very late in the half. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead. It's still a 17-point cushion. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Golden Gophers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Coleman.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Pulls it in. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unloads quickly. Can't get him to the ground. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. It's complete. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Sweet cut there. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
So now it's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that last play is sort of a microcosm of the kind of day it's been for them offensively in this one. They just haven't really been able to do anything well. They haven't been able to run the ball, catching and throwing, and pass protection like you saw that last play, giving up the sack. There's a lot this offense needs to build on, needs to get better at moving forward.
He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll close the gap to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Right back to the well. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. Fourth and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. On his
feet at the 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They're going to ride this running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Going to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They get to him as he throws. Right on the money. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Acho. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense.
And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage. And
there he goes! And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They'll run it from the gun. To the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
man, this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense gets it to
impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's the unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Acho.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Acho. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They just keep firing. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. The Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. The run from the shotgun. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. Third down play from the gun. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Golden Gophers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Well, after that completion, it's decision time now. 4th down here close to the goal line. You're down a couple of scores in the 4th quarter. You could just kick an easy field goal, take the points, but then you've got to rely on your defense to get you the football back to give you an opportunity to win this game.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
And they'll take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off.
People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks